Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about a special topic today, and this video is dedicated to this topic alone, which is Tesla's secret advantage. And this specifically involves their long-term advantage. So not only is this an advantage that they have in the current moment, but one that is going to be long-lasting and possibly longer lasting than their battery technology, software technology, or even their autonomy technology. Now keep in mind, I can't exactly see a point in the future where the competition can get to Tesla's level in terms of that technology. However, even Elon Musk himself has emphasized on Twitter recently that aside from everything else, their long-term secret advantage is manufacturing and production. So this is something that we've seen them struggle with in the past with the Model 3 ramp, which is referenced in this tweet that we'll discuss today. But it was a situation where they've been able to learn from it and utilize the lessons learned towards their future efforts. So we'll get into this in just a second, but of course, as always, if you enjoy these Tesla videos, please make sure to smash that like button. And also, let's go ahead and check out the current share price today for Tesla stock. We have it currently at $434.45 per share. And for the normal market hours today, we got a plus 1.90% gain. That is plus $8.08 added on to the share price. And then in the after hours, which is currently closed right now, we are at plus 0.10%, which is plus 45 cents added on to the share price as well. So now that that's all been addressed, I want to get right into this tweet today, which is in reference to what this discussion is all going to be about and what this video is going to be about. So let's go ahead and check out this reply from Elon Musk on Twitter, and then we'll expand on it a little bit further. So to just provide a little bit of perspective here, this started out with a reply by Elon Musk talking about how the Berlin Gigafactory will use the 4680 cell with structural battery pack and front and rear single piece castings, and then he also states a new paint system as well. Then he says a lot of new technology will happen in Berlin, which means significant production risk. Fremont and Shanghai will transition in approximately 2 years when new tech is proven. So this is something that we've already covered in a past video as part of a news piece, but we'll continue with this thread and then we'll get to a point where I really want to emphasize. So someone else says, how do you view this risk as difficult but better than M3 ramp? I don't want to see you go through that kind of pain again. And so Elon Musk says the Model 3 production ramp was sheer agony for 2 years, but that was due, or you know what, YouTube doesn't like this word so much, so that was due, or you know what, for Tesla. No US car company has reached high volume production with sustained free cash flow in around 100 years. Hundreds of car startups all, you know what, or were absorbed for peanuts by Big Three. Then he states, even GM and Chrysler went bankrupt in 2009. Ford and Tesla are the only US car companies that have avoided bankruptcy. And right here is where we get to the tweet that references today's video topic, in which Elon Musk says, but now we understand production much better. It will be our primary competitive advantage long term. So I really want to emphasize that right there. This was even emphasized in Battery Day as well, but it's something that might have been looked over a little bit. But I think the major point to get from that tweet right there is the fact that, as Elon Musk says, they have experience in production and manufacturing now, and they've learned a lot since they began with all of that. So as we have a lot of new EV companies arriving to the game and a lot of startups, that's something that they're going to have to learn the hard way. So Tesla at this moment in time is starting to get to the point where they have advantages in manufacturing in which they're able to produce EVs, and specifically Teslas, at a large scale. We're getting to the point where they have many gigafactories. They're working on the construction of 2 right now. They're expanding the Shanghai Gigafactory. They're even expanding the Fremont factory a little bit as well, and also having more production lines in the Nevada factory also. But I want to emphasize that with these 2 factories being constructed, the Berlin Gigafactory and the Austin Gigafactory, then most likely an R&D center in India. That's something that has been rumored recently. And then sometime a little bit further on into the future, another announcement of a new Gigafactory location. But with all of this occurring right now, we are entering the early stages of Tesla producing at a large scale. And this is completely new technology, with it all being EVs. There's no internal combustion engine. There's a lot of emphasis on software and even the hardware as well, with different changes in engineering designs for the new vehicles. That goes into the battery efforts, that goes into the thermal management. But where it really gets difficult is not only just creating a prototype or creating these new vehicle parts. According to Elon Musk, that is one of the least difficult things, which is creating a prototype. Where it gets really difficult is producing them at scale, and then also producing the machine that makes the machine, which is the factory. So the Gigafactories are a product of Tesla themselves. Elon Musk has mentioned this in the past before. So with that tweet that we just covered, Elon Musk is basically saying that production and manufacturing are going to be their long-term advantage because, as we know with Tesla, they have a huge emphasis on efficiency and optimization for their production and manufacturing strategies. And so Tesla is really putting itself on the map right now in terms of manufacturing, and I think in the future they're going to be a shining example that a lot of newer manufacturing companies look up to, or even legacy manufacturers as well, because they've been used to being complacent and not really having to deal with disruption in that side of the business. So now Tesla is starting to make big moves in this business sector, and this is great for America because we're finally seeing some more innovation with manufacturing and increasing efficiency. So this is something that we're seeing with the battery production lines, where I think it's called Project Roadrunner. And so with the new 4680 battery cells by Tesla that are going to be vertically integrated, when they talked about this on Battery Day, they referenced how they looked at the old manufacturing lines for building soda bottles, like glass bottles, and then I also think like the other one was printing. I may be wrong on that one, so don't quote me on that, but still they looked at old manufacturing and production lines, the golden age of when production and manufacturing was really relevant in America. And so I just want to emphasize over and over, even with Elon Musk stating this at Battery Day and then also on Twitter as well, even if there is that case scenario where the competition finally does catch up to Tesla, keep in mind as time goes on further and further and when Tesla continues to dominate, there is the possibility that over time a company could get near the level of Tesla. Now, I'm not saying this is inevitable or anything like that, but I'm just saying that is a possibility if a company really does kick it in gear. Obviously, Tesla has a ridiculous lead at this point in time, so we're looking decades into the future in terms of them being competitive against Tesla, because as we know, Tesla isn't just staying in the same spot right now, they're advancing their lead. But my point here is, and I think Elon Musk even kind of emphasized this himself, is that even if all of these other advantages cease to exist, Tesla would still have a primary advantage with them being very efficient and optimized manufacturers. And this is a great point because at least at this point in time, when you think about manufacturers, as I said, they're pretty much used to being complacent. They're not used to this level of disruption in that industry. And so they're not very used to having to kick it in gear and hire a bunch of state-of-the-art engineers that are on the cutting edge that are going to keep them improving optimization and stuff like that. And with autonomy and software as a service and robotaxis, that's going to help Tesla further these efforts with manufacturing, in which, as we know, software as a service and software in general has really good gross margins, which can help fund Tesla tremendously in the future with their manufacturing efforts. So I think this is important to keep in mind as we are early in Tesla's growth story, and with them likely creating many more Gigafactories and Terafactories in the future. It's important to keep in mind this huge advantage that Tesla has that is almost like their secret advantage, because when you really think about it, when people cite Tesla as having advantages, it's almost always the discussion of their advantages in software, autonomy capabilities, and also the battery technology. So manufacturing and production really isn't discussed as much, and that's where the advantage of Tesla being so efficient comes into play. And like I said, if you take out all of these other advantages, which is something that doesn't just disappear, I mean, keep in mind, like I said, even the CEO of Volkswagen and Audi have stated that Tesla is like 2 years ahead of them in all three of those factors that we discussed: battery, autonomy, and software. So even if this lead was to magically just disappear, which, you know, is obviously not going to happen, this is a core advantage that Tesla has ingrained in the mindset of their company. So as I stated, I don't expect competition to even compare to Tesla, at least for a very long time. But even if you separate those advantages aside, you still have one major advantage that Tesla has over the rest of their competition, and pretty much over the rest of the manufacturing industry in the world. I think he even stated on Battery Day that they want to be the best in the world with manufacturing. And so it's important to realize not only is Elon Musk and his team at Tesla revolutionizing the vehicle industry, but they're also revolutionizing the manufacturing industry as well with new innovations and disruption, which can help increase productivity not only for producing Tesla vehicles, but it can have an influence on other companies with their products as well, which can simply help more with production, efficiency, gross margins, and things like that. So this is really huge. I would consider it one of Tesla's secret sauces. We already know that they have a lot of things under the table, probably a lot of things that they haven't even told us yet, because of course it just makes sense to keep your secrets hidden close away from your competition. But of course, I just wanted to dedicate a video to this topic because I thought it was really relevant. And like I said, there's commonly that focus on software, autonomy, and battery technology, which of course is very relevant in terms of Tesla. They do have advantages in these three factors, but if you take all of that away, there's still a core advantage ingrained in Tesla as a company, and that is going to play a role in determining its success in the future in combination with these other advantages as well. So that's pretty pretty exciting. Even if there is a case where the quote competition catches up, we still have a situation where Tesla is not only advantaged because they are producing at scale, but also because they have this core advantage with their mindset in optimization and efficiency for manufacturing. So anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600, and to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. Keep in mind, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks, so it's basically just nice passive income with a minimal effort, and it also helps support the channel as well, in which I'll get some free stocks. But anyways, I just want to let you all know about that. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.